arrived in Coxen Hole. Let's go take a look. It's day 4. I got my amazing new shirts. So let's go explore Roatan, Honduras.
Take me on a spree. I wanna get to know me, every little inch of me. Gentle while you stroke, when you depicture me, every number count, love tokens. I said it doesn't.
Started our very smoky day off with some shopping. So we went into the port to walk around the various shops and see if I could find some lenses for my camera. I wasn't able to, but we did get a few things in the stores when we were here. It isn't that large of a port, so we decided to walk to the far end and then shop on the way back. If we had turned right, that would have taken us out to the tour buses for the cruise ship tours. There were several restaurants along this strip, but we found out pretty quickly that all of them had the same menu and all of them had the same kitchen to cook their food. So it didn't really matter where we ate. It was just a matter of which one visually looked more appealing to us. As always, there are some local stores. There are stores that are part of the shopping thing that the cruise ships do, like Del Sol and Diamonds International. But there were several stores that featured local crafts, and there were several little stalls outside that featured local products, which was quite nice. If we actually had a place to put any of them, I would have definitely have brought some of those back. As always, when you're in Mexico, there's a pharmacy where you can pretty much buy any prescription drug you want without a prescription. After we walked all the way back to the entrance, we decided to look at the local craft areas, which again were very nice. But then we decided it's time to get a drink, even though it was, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. What we were doing is pretty much killing time. Our excursion didn't leave until noon. We got an excursion that wasn't offered by Royal Caribbean. We got a local excursion with a private driver. After our shopping was complete and we consumed our drinks, we headed back to the ship. We wanted it cleaned up a little bit and just get ready for our excursion. We only had a little bit of time left, so we weren't on the ship for very long. After that, we left the ship, and instead of going straight, we went off to the right-hand side, which is also where the exit is. And when we finally got outside, our tour guide was nowhere in sight. And we waited and waited and waited, and finally we found her. The problem was her sign had a different company on it than we booked the excursion through. However, we finally figured out who she was, and she figured out who we were, so we got in the car and off we went. Stop number 1, we're visiting the sloths, and monkeys, so this should be fun. When we first got to this area, we were the only 2 people there, and I thought for sure we were going to get a private tour of the facility. However, right when they were about to let us in, a busload of tourists from the cruise ship showed up. So much for a private tour. Holding the Sloths was definitely a high point for both Kat and I. We had never done anything like that before, and they were so gentle and so slow moving. It was absolutely amazing. What an experience. We also got to interact with some birds, and can you tell by the look on Kat's face how much she's enjoying that? It turns out one of the talons actually pierced her skin, and she was in quite a bit of pain at that point. The monkeys were super cute. However, because there were several kids in the area with us, they were a little skittish because the kids were moving around quite a bit very quickly and making loud noises, which was spooking the monkeys. After that, we headed out for the rest of our excursion. The rest of our excursion was supposed to consist of us going kayaking, going to beaches, going to an area with local restaurants. Yeah, we did none of that. It is one of the risks you take when you book excursions with companies directly and not through the cruise ship. Instead, we just drove all the way around Roatan. And to be honest, if the excursion was listed as a drive around Roatan and a sloth and monkey encounter, we still would have done it because it was absolutely gorgeous and we had a lot of fun. After the excursion, it was time to eat. Then it was time to head back onto the ship because we had one of our shows that evening. One of the things that I was really impressed by is as our cruise ship was leaving, all the locals that worked in the port came out to wave goodbye to us. I have never seen anything like that. After that, we headed down to Studio B, which is the ice skating rink for an ice skating show. I have to admit, I wasn't looking forward to this, but I was really impressed. Especially toward the end of the cruise when we actually got to skate on this ice. The ice is very soft and horrible. How they were doing the things they were doing on this ice is beyond me. But it was very entertaining, the music was good, and yeah, who would have thought an ice show on a cruise ship? Well, we're at the end of a pretty long day and we are sitting here trying to remember what we even did so we could comment about it, but we're kind of tired and it's late and we're in bed and then said, man, we have to do this video. So here we are. So what was your favorite part of the day?
Sloths and the monkey.
Yeah, so as you saw in the video, we got to play with some sloths today and monkeys, which was fantastic. And then we came back to the ship and of course ate way too much food, which is why we're so... But anyway, tomorrow we're in Costa Maya, Mexico. We're not doing any excursions, but we are going shopping, and I'm hoping to get more lenses for my camera. We'll see. But anyway, it's going to be a long day tomorrow. We've got another show to see, and we're going to do some shopping, and eat a lot.
No, not tomorrow.
So anyway, see you tomorrow. My finger's blurry. What is that supposed to focus? Oh, there it goes.